Hello everyone and welcome to the Viola playground. Today I want to talk about our lovely Pinky. I assume that all of you at some point heard from your teachers that your pinky is so low, you need to get higher with your pinky. Stretch out your pinky, reach higher, right? Even me, when I was little, my teacher always said that you need to put your pinky higher, otherwise your intonation won't be good. But putting pinky higher has not been always easy. If I want to put my pinky higher, I just stretch out. What happens? It's so hurt. My pinky hurts. It's burning. Okay, maybe I put too much higher. Now get a little bit lower so that I can save my pinky. Then what happens? My intonation is too low. I need to be higher, but then I also need to be a little bit safe with my pinky. So you are struggling between getting higher, but then it hurts. Getting higher, it hurts. The intonation is bad. What's going on with my pinky? That's the feeling, right? Today, I will give you 2 tips that easily correct this problem right away. And also, I will show you how to adapt that technique to the real musical piece. The piece that I'm gonna use for my demonstration is Life Goes On by BTS. And if you are curious about that, please watch my video until the end, okay? Tip number 1. Turn your hand. What does that mean? Let me play just 5 notes in the D string. Fourth finger again, too low. But is it only the fourth finger's fault? Actually, no. Right now, if you look at it closely, my first finger, to be exact, my first fingernail is looking at me, at my face. Do you see? Let me guide you with my bow. So my first fingernail is here, and let me just it goes right away into my face. And where is my pinky? My pinky is here. And where is our A on D string? It's over there. So from here to here, it's really long way to go. But if I just turn my hand, what's going on? My pinky, where is it? From here to here. My pinky is right above where it's supposed to be. Like that. Just simplest and easiest way to change it, right? From here to here. From here to here. Let me show you without the instrument. From here to here. Just turn it, that's it. Like you are twinkling, twinkling. A little bit higher, a little bit further, and do it. From here to here. From here to here. Maybe you can practice without the instrument first, like that. Or from here, twinkle, twinkle. A little bit further, twinkle, twinkle. And have a little bit roughly hand. Slow movement. Now with the instrument. From here to here, from here to here. The easiest thing that you can do. And your fourth finger is right away fixed. Some of you may ask, why do we need second tip if our pinky is already all set? If you are a really tall person, like 6 feet or even more, or if your arm is very long, if your hand is really big, I would say, yes, you don't need second tip. However, if your height is about me like 5'5" or 6", if your arm is average long, if your hand is average, I would say you need second tip. Especially when you play C string. Sometimes G string too. Let me show you. Look at it. My hand is turned in. And you see, my pinky is not far away from my third finger. And of course, intonation, oh my god, it's too low. What should I do from here? I bet some of you already know it, right? Put your elbow inside. Yeah, that is tip number 2. Put your elbow inside. That gives a lot of high intonation. Try it. And now inside. You see? Even higher. Some of my students argue me, teacher, my arm, it hurts if I put it inside. And sometimes it doesn't even go inside. What should I do? Well, if you squeeze it if you squeeze or press when you go inside, it will gonna hurt. So if you squeeze it here, then you are basically squeezing the muscle or the joint between your shoulder and your upper arm. That gives enormous tension on your joint. And that we're gonna eventually that we're gonna damage your joint too. But if you just open your chest and you put your elbow inside but not squeezing it, just from the back, go around it, you have a lot more space to go in, and also it's not gonna be hurt. Of course, I'm not saying it's gonna be really comfortable like you are relaxing. No, you're playing the instrument, and when you play the viola, what are you doing with your arm? Arm is up and your arm is already twisted. So you're gonna have some effort and some, I wouldn't say pain, but it's not gonna be comfortable like you are relaxing on your sofa or even on bed. But at least if you are opening up and have space in your joint and also reach from the back and go around it, you won't have any tension in here and it's not gonna hurt you that much. So let me show you with the instrument how does it look like. Open your chest like that and really rest your head. Do you see? First step, practice only that. Just from behind to inside, behind to front, behind, front, behind, front. When you do that, don't squeeze your shoulder. That's not gonna happen. Drop it. And then drop your instrument too. And here from bottom or from behind, go around. That's it. And now let's try it with one by one from C string. Do you see? The G is perfect right now. So remember. When you think your fourth finger is too low, number 1, turn your hand. Number 2, put your elbow inside. Then the problem solved. Now the fun part comes. I'm gonna show you how to put your fourth finger high enough when you play real music. As I said before, today's music is Life Goes On by BTS. Let me skip the beginning part, which is chorus part, because at the chorus part you don't have real fourth fingers. So you may have some of shifting, but shifting is not today's content. So I'm gonna skip it to the lyric part. Let me first play the lyric, the beginning phrase, okay? Here you already had actually fourth finger, especially in G string. Here, let me play the last motif or gesture because that's the time when you had fourth finger. Here you have fourth finger. And because it's on G string, you need to have something for your fourth finger, otherwise your intonation won't be good. So I'm gonna apply tip number one, turn your hand, okay? Oh, it's already set. Because it's not regular fourth finger, it's actually it's D flat. And because of that, on D flat G string, you usually put low fourth finger. And because of that, you don't need to get really high with fourth finger, but because it's G string, you need a little bit turn your hand. You just don't need it to put your elbow inside. So now the question is, when do I turn in my hand? Do I turn it? Fourth finger, now I turn in. That's the time that I turn in? No. The turn in should happen before that. So that means you need to prepare for your fourth finger. Remember, the preparedness is the most important thing when you play the viola. Not only for the viola, but also when you play music. Because if you prepare your technique beforehand, then your body is comfortable and also your music sounds comfortable too. So because of that, here you prepare for your D flat before the D flat comes. So before D flat you have bunch of E flat, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 E flat. So you have 5 times to turn in, right? So I basically turned in while I was playing E flat. Let me see once again. Do you see? I turned in. The thing is, when you turn in while you are repeating same note over, should the pitch change it? No, right? You shouldn't change your pitches. Pitches should stay same, just your hand location, or more like your hand position is changing. So like that. So you can turn in while you're repeating your E flat if you play slow like that. The thing is, how fast is this piece? It's basically, right? You may have 5 E flats, but the first 4 E flats, they are all 16th notes. That means you have only 1 beat, or even 1.5. Yes, I will give you another half beat for your 8th note. So it's pretty fast, right? So because of that, I recommend at this time, you turn your hand in way before even the phrase starts. So from the motive starts, before the motive starts, your hand is already turned in and your first finger is already preparing you on the G string. So it may be when you just turn in, because you are playing E flat on D string, your fourth finger may be located on above D string. Just a little bit stretch out for G string because you eventually gonna play G string and prepare it. Sorry. Perfect, right? Let me play from the beginning to here so that you know in context how you're gonna put your fourth finger while the music flows. How is it? If you practice to turn your hand seamlessly and prepare turning in a way before actually the fourth finger happens, the music flows very naturally. Nobody noticed that you had heard fourth finger problem, right? This time, I want to talk about the third motif or third gesture of the piece. The third gesture is like that. As you see, we have fourth finger again. But this time, I'm not gonna say you need to turn in your hand, you need to put your elbow inside. I just assume that you already know it. You need to prepare turning in and putting inside beforehand. Basically, that's the most important thing. And now, it's time for giving you extra tips. For two levels, one for beginners, two for intermediate to the advanced level. How you are treating your fourth finger. So, for beginners, I mean, including my beginner students, they are still a little bit weak on their fourth finger yet because their fourth finger is not trained yet. And because of that, when they play their fourth finger, it sounds like that. It starts with heavy tone, and then suddenly, like noises, because they don't have enough power to put their finger down firmly. My tip is actually putting your fingers down, not only with fourth finger only, but also put your third finger down too, like that. You put your third and fourth finger together, that way you have support from your third finger, and because of that you can press more and you can give more power to your fingers and it stabilizes. Of course, the best way is actually press all of, not pressing, put all of fingers down like that. But sometimes it works, sometimes it's not, and especially for beginners, it can be really difficult to put all fingers down. So because of that, I really recommend you to put your third and fourth finger together. That way, your fourth finger will sound a lot firmer, healthier, and also happy sound. Tip for intermediate or advanced people. So now you are doing great job on your fourth finger, right? Now you have enough power to press down and you can put your fingers down firmly as possible and your sound is very healthy. And at this point, you want to show everyone that you can do your fourth finger great. And because of that, how you are doing? Like that. You even bang it. Don't do that. The music wants to go down. The music wants to close it. When you talk in English, it's not even in English, in any language. When you talk and when the sentence ends, I'm not talking about with exclamation mark or question mark. I'm talking about with period sentence. If you finish your sentence with period, does it go up or does it go, are you stress your last words of your sentence? Probably not, right? It's same in the music. If the music wants to close it, if the music wants to finish it, which what we call cadence, you don't usually getting crescendo. you get diminuendo. Of course, sometimes you are opening up when you finish it. Usually in the concerto, when you finish and the whole orchestra is joining it. Then you usually finish it with big, loudest sound ever. But this one is a little bit different story. This one is actually lyric. It's a song sung by a person. And the story, it's kind of really lonely and it's very depressing. And because of that, the phrase goes down. So you're not gonna stress or you're not gonna even accent your last note because I can play my fourth finger. That's not gonna happen, okay? Don't do that. So always remember, when you play a music, remember techniques. They are for techniques. Techniques are great. You need to practice your techniques. You need to learn your techniques. I agree with that. And I am more than you think. And because of that, I'm making these videos. But techniques are the tools that you need to do when you express yourself or when you express your musical thought or when you express your musical ideas. Not techniques are there for showing off that you can do great job on your techniques, that you can do brilliant fingerings. No, techniques are not there. The rule number one, everything that rules is the musicality, not the techniques. So that means even though you are doing great job on your fourth finger and you want to show how firm and how strongly you can use your fourth finger, save it and make music first. Today we explored how to put our pinkies higher in technical context and also in musical context. I hope this video helps your journey of learning techniques. And if you like this video, please like me. And if you are curious about the next videos, please subscribe my channel so that you know right away when I upload my videos. Thank you very much.